What's up guys, Pedro here, and on this video we're going to be bottling some beer that we made on February 1st. It's a Brewers Best kit. It's called Pacific Coast and it's an IPA. Coming up right after this. Okay, so I've already sanitized all my bottles and my bottling bucket and the caps as well. Okay, so now it's time to prepare the priming sugar. And the priming sugar actually gives your beer its carbonation. So we're going to dissolve the priming sugar in 2 cups of water, and then we're going to add it to the bottling bucket. And so we're going to transfer our beer from the fermenter into the bottling bucket. And once again, I call this the bottling bucket because it's got a spout on it, and it just makes it easier to bottle your beer from this type of container rather than trying to siphon it. Okay, so we'll bring the 2 cups of water to a boil, and we will add the 4 ounces of priming sugar to it. Okay, so I don't know why, but the priming sugar that comes in the kit is a 5-ounce package, and you're only supposed to put 4 ounces into your beer to carbonate it. So, like I said, I don't know why, but I took an ounce out of here. I happen to have a digital scale because my wife measures stuff. Anyways, speaking of my wife, she should be home pretty soon, and I'm trying to hurry up and get done with this. Yeah, 5 ounces. 5 ounces, take an ounce out. I have a scale. It says in the directions, it says that it is, let's see, 1 ounce is equal to 2.5 tablespoons. So if you don't have a scale, you can take 2.5 tablespoons out of the pack and you've got your 4 ounces. Once you get the water to a boil, go ahead and add your priming sugar. And let it dissolve. Okay, so we poured the priming sugar in the 2 cups of water. Stir it up a little bit. It's all dissolved. That's almost like a powdered sugar. It's not like granulated. It's more like a powdered sugar. So it dissolves really fast. I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit and we'll be right back. Well, the wife just showed up with the groceries. And you know what that means. She's kicking me out of the kitchen. So we're going to have to take this show on the road. Priming sugar is ready. All I got to do is dump it in here, transfer the beer into here, and then start bottling it. While y'all weren't looking, I did go and sanitize hose and attached it to the spout on here. And I also have it's a bottle filler. I sanitized it as well, but it has a little thing at the end here. You press it down into the bottle, and when it hits the bottom of the bottle, it goes up to a certain point, and it fills the bottle. Once it gets to the once the bottle gets full, you release it, and that little thing comes back out and stops the beer from coming out. So I decided to go ahead and use this, which I haven't used in years, but we're going to use it. Anyways, like I said, we're taking this show, probably take it out on the back deck because it's cold, but it's not that cold. So we'll go ahead and take it out on the back deck, and hopefully in the next, let's see, what is it, February, by the middle of March, I should have a kitchen built in the garage. So we'll be doing all this in the garage and won't have to worry about her. We don't have to worry about her no more. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, so we were going to do this outside, but it's drizzling right now and it's cold. Not going there. Besides, eventually we're going to be doing everything in the garage until the summertime. Then we're going to go outside because I like the outdoors. Anyways, so we have the priming sugar. It's already been dissolved in 2 cups of water. We're going to pour it into our bottling bucket. Then we're going to transfer the beer into the bottling bucket as well. I can already smell it. I can already smell it. Oh, I love the smell of hops. Smells like heaven. Smells like heaven. Okay, so when we transfer it, we're going to try to get as little of the sediment as possible into the bottling bucket. One good thing about the bottling bucket is that the spout looks like about a 1/2 inch from the bottom, so it helps keep sediment from getting into your bottles. Okay, so I put the bottling bucket up high because it's gravity fed, and we've got this little tube here with this little fitting here that once it touches the bottom of the bottle, it starts filling the bottle up, and once it gets to within about 1 inch of the top, you want to pull it out. First, you have to open the valve. So you simply take this tube, drop it in there. Ooh. You have to compensate for the volume of the tube and so on and so forth, but that looks about right. So you just keep going till there's no more beer. Like I said, with this setup that I have, that valve is about 3/4 of an inch above the bottom, so it keeps the sediment from getting into your beer, which is good. You don't want sediment. You don't want sediment in your beer. Get it? Oh yeah. As soon as you pull up on it, yeah, you're gonna have a mess. And that's why we're in the garage and not in the kitchen. The wife is in the kitchen. We're staying out of the kitchen. Oh yeah. So you keep filling them up till you'll have about 2 cases of beer out of this batch. Typically I get about 48, sometimes 50 bottles of beer, 12-ounce beers out of a kit. So you simply take this tube, drop it in there. Ooh. you have to compensate for the volume of the tube and so on and so forth, but that looks about right. So you just keep going till there's no more beer. Like I said, with this setup that I have, that valve is about 3/4 of an inch above the bottom, so it keeps the sediment from getting into your beer, which is good. You don't want sediment. You don't want sediment in your beer. Get it? Oh, yeah. As soon as you pull up on it, yeah, you're gonna have a mess. And that's why we're in the garage and not in the kitchen. The wife is in the kitchen. We're staying out of the kitchen. Keep filling them up till you'll have about 2 cases of beer out of this batch. Typically I get about 48, sometimes 50 bottles of beer, 12-ounce beers out of a kit. Okay, once you've got your beer in your bottle, you want to take your bottle capper, place your cap. Most of them have a magnet in the center. Put your bottle cap on there. Take your bottle capper, put your cap right on top of that bottle, and just slowly bring it down. Bring it down to the neck of the bottle, and then bam, she's done. And isn't that a beautiful cap? So we only have 40 something left to go. And like I said before, the sugar will carbonate the beer. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be drinking some Pacific Coast IPA. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and share it if you're so inclined. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Until next time, God bless, and y'all take care. Pedro, out.